Okay, we are on our way to the gym. Completely forgot to record journaling today, but just know that we journaled, and I'm kind of bummed out because I'm almost done with this book. And so, background lore: I spent the entire last year, well, the beginning of the year, I was like, I got like really inspired to like create my own journal. And first, it just started out as mine. But then I wanted to be able to like give it to other people because it had everything in it. It was just perfect. It had a place where if you were the type of person who would probably do better with writing down your schedule, it had a space for you to do that weekly. But then it also had your space for your 3 pages. And so I got so far through the process, literally got samples sent out. Like it blew my mind. I brought some of the products to my friend to take pictures of for me. Just in case I do decide that I want to do something with them. And it blew my mind at how finished the product was. Like it was so beautiful, such beautiful journals, and it was so fun. But then like I had a series of less like gut punches last year that started with like my dad getting sick, and then a car drove into my porch, and then my brother died, and then 2 weeks after that I got laid off, and it was just like like I was just taking L after L after L, and I kind of fell out of love with my life. So things just kind of like stopped. But I'm bummed out that you're like, how did you get there? How I got there was I was telling you I'm bummed out because I'm almost done with this journal, and I don't know if I want to go into like another journal that I didn't create customized to me. So it's like, if anything, what I think that I will have to do is I think I'll just have to start another journal, which is not ideal. That doesn't sound good. We should probably get that checked. I didn't like the way that sounded at all. Don't you hate when your car is like the thing that you know, and it's like you know your car, right? It's been trusty. It's my car's called Black Noir, and then one day she makes a noise that you've never heard before, and you're like, oh, I'm in chaos. I forgot what I was telling you. Oh, here's what I think I'll have to do. Here's what I think the strategy will be. I think that I will just have a end of journal. And this has happened to me before, so I think that's why I want a journal specifically designated for it. Is at the end of my journal, it probably won't happen again because I'm going to make my own journal. So the original concept was the end of journal, where when I'm in between the journal that I want and I'm finishing a journal, I just write in that book instead of like having, a bunch of books that have just been not started. It's just like, nope, this is the end of journal. But if I make my own, create my own for me to use, I don't think I'll have an end of journal. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I really want to like have my own great thing that has been customized to me after years and years of journaling. And I think that like in the early 20s, you realize when you don't know yourself, usually something happens where you realize like, oh, I'm not the person that I thought I was. And that's usually what makes you start like thinking, or I'm not like, I know that I could be more than what I am right now. Like I know that I'm not living to my full capacity or potential as a human being, which is important, I think, so you don't feel purposeless or like your life lacks meaning. It doesn't have to be some grand, I'm the next Oprah thing, but maybe it's just like making the world around you a little bit better. So years of like journaling, asking myself questions, paying attention to how I act, what works best for me, paying attention to my bad habits, paying attention to like my like failure point. I'm in a space now where I don't really care to strengthen my weak spots. I just want to like lean into my strengths, and I want to be aware of my weaknesses so that I can like, okay, how can we circumnavigate this? But years of that has culminated in this beautiful journal that is customized to the way that my life works. So I think that that's what I want to do. And I'm excited to get back into pull-ups, which is what we're going to do today. We've got a really cool AMRAP as many rounds as possible in like 32 minutes of some pretty like tough, fun movements. But I want to get back into pull-ups because I want to learn how to do a muscle up. And the holidays came and I was on my pull-up game, but let's get back to it. So we're gonna do some pull-ups. We're gonna do some wall balls. We haven't done those in a minute. We're gonna do some GHD sit-ups. GHD sit-ups, we'll probably have those. Those will get you back into recognizing, like, oh, you've been cheating on the gym. Like, GHDs are the movement that makes you go, I'm so sorry. I'm so incredibly sorry. Wow, we got a lot of good movements today. We're gonna actually incorporate a little bit more warm-up time in and a little bit of cool down. I think that normally I'm just like spending the entire 45 minutes working out. Warming up is a part of the workout. Cooling down is a part of the workout. And so that's going to be a little bit more of a priority for me. And we're going to rock with the assault bike because I used to hate the assault bike. I love the assault bike now. It's a good little push. We are about halfway through our water. First water, by the way. It's 12:49. Not ideal, but it's really cool to go to the gym when it's like it's my kingdom right now. No one's at the gym right now. And then I can actually like walk you guys through the movements. Normally I can't walk you through the movements because there's other people there, and because it's not a typical gym where the music's really low, it's like very loud. And yeah, I can't even like test my audio really. So we don't have to fight against that when it's just us there. Oh, this will actually be pretty cool. Come on, let's do this. Okay. The trick to good burpees is getting your breathing right. But I don't have my breathing right. So now we have double unders. All right. Deadlifts. This is so far, but it feels so good. Oh, come on. What the hell? Oh my god. It's like almost stuff. We're getting two left. What are you doing? Why would you sit down? Why would you leave it on the table? Like, you have two left. Just push through it. It already sucks. It already sucks. You might as well make it worth something. Jesus. Yeah, me. That's crazy. What do you mean you want to sit down? Two left. Yeah, easy. Shoulder overhead.
So that workout was terrible. We only ended up getting 1.5 in the 30 minutes. And you know what? I'm not really mad at it, and here's why. Because I caught myself for a second feeling a little frustrated at not being like where I was once, but it's like, girl, like, what are you doing? Like, you had an insanely difficult year and you still made it to the gym consistently. Like, there was no point in time, I'd say longer than a week, that I didn't move my body, and with the intention of like moving my body, you know? And yeah, it wasn't the same intensity as when my life was like non-problematic at all. But it's like, but you still showed up every day. So it's like, chill out and embrace like the joy of being a newborn again. Like it's exciting when you like, okay, well, I think one of the hardest parts about working towards something is you don't really know like what it looks like when you'll get there or if you'll get there. It's like, well, you know what it looks like when you're firing on all cylinders. So it's like, now it's fun. Now we're just learning and exploring our body, and we have new insight into how to, you know, like get back on the wagon. And it doesn't always have to be, you know, detrimental or like, oh, it's like, whatever, man. That's life. So it felt good to feel the cold air on my lungs. Technically, since that workout was outside, the only part that was inside was pull-ups, which was like, you know, 3 minutes of the entire workout. I'm still going to count that as an outdoor workout. But even if I didn't, I'll probably go for a walk a little bit later and get even more outside time. So we're gonna play it by ear, see how it goes. The weather it's frigid outside. Please don't let my short sleeves fool you. Short sleeve and crop top fool you. It is cold outside. However, it's cold, but it's not raining. You know, so when I make the negotiation with the weather, it's if it's not raining outside, then you should prioritize being outside. Like that should be the top priority, is going outside. So I'm gonna go inside, get some protein into my body. But I think I'm gonna make some breakfast tacos. Y'all asked me to show you what my food is looking like for the day, so I will show you. So we just took our profile, our progress picture. Feeling good, feeling strong, getting there. Like I can start to feel like my muscles, I can feel them again, which it feels nice to kind of be a little hard body, but still soft. So second fill up of the day. And y'all asked what my food is looking like. So last night I made some really good chicken lettuce wraps, and there was some leftover chicken. So I literally blended up some chicken, which was like a really gross process, but the meat came out really, really good. And I made some sweet potatoes. Sorry, I can't tell you how many times I've accidentally let this thing run and it spilled all over the floor. So we lost the privileges to like walk away from the water container. Okay. All right, we're in there. So took those sweet potatoes that we made and mashed them and lined the taco shell with them. This is a corn tortilla, which is compliant. Everything that we're eating today is compliant. Mix some of the ground chicken up with some onions and some seasoning, and then put a little bit of salsa on top. So delicious, simple. Your girl's lazy. I don't want to be in the kitchen cooking forever. Oh, and put some avocado on top. So this is going to be bomb. There's 4 tacos in here. Probably going to eat more because I'm mad hungry. But this is a good lunch/brunch. So the diet that I'm doing for 75 Hard is from the Whole Life Challenge. They just have this list of food that's compliant. And the purpose of the list, honestly, is to teach you how to look at the ingredients of the food that you're consuming. You would be surprised at how many things you're eating on a daily basis. And like one of the first 3 ingredients is sugar, which is like, here's my beef with that. I recommend like looking at the ingredients on your package, but it's not from the standpoint of like, oh, what are the calories of this and what is this and what is it? No, like check the actual ingredients, and you'd be surprised because so a lot of these foods that you think that you're eating are like desserts, and it's like, I don't know about y'all, but I really like dessert, and I want my desserts to be dessert. Like if I'm gonna go have dessert, I want cheesecake. I don't want it to be in my bread. I don't want it to be in like, I don't know. It's in everything. Okay. Trust me. Like just go to the grocery store and start picking stuff up and looking at the ingredients, not the calories. Look at the ingredients and you're like, whoa, everything has sugar in it. So it just teaches you how to do that and eat things that are kind of like single ingredients, not processed, good for you. So everything in here is kind of like a single ingredient food. It's compliant. I will put the list in the description so you can check it out, see if you're interested in it. I'm just doing the lifestyle version. I'm not trying to do the performance yet. Maybe I'll do performance when I start really training for the ultra. But right now we're just trying to fall in love with our life again. We're just trying to get back into the lifestyle thing. So we're gonna eat some food and then check back in. Onward. This is the third fill up of the day. It's 7:30. Started the day hella late, which I'm not mad at because it's Saturday. I'm chilling at this point. It's like, all right, we're just gonna relax, take it easy, finish up work, do a nice long stretch. It'll probably be longer than 45 minutes just because my hips are kind of tight from the movements that we were doing today. But I'm really excited because we have spicy water, which is like such a nice treat. And we're gonna eat some dinner. Oh, we still have to read. We didn't read yet. I can't remember if we were on Buddhism or Project 2025. I think we're on Buddhism today. All right, yeah. That's exciting. Whew, okay. All right, so we're finishing off with some mobility stretches, and we're also gonna double dip. So for the first 20 minutes of our stretching, we're gonna be reading. We're back on our Buddhism kick. We also got our highlighter too. We're a highlighter girly. Shout out to my highlighter girlies. We finished our water, and then after that, we're gonna call it a night. The goal is to kind of re-kick the cycle so that we can get into a good groove on Monday. So I'm really excited. That's the first. Yeah, that's the major goal, is to try to get back into like a, I don't want to say back into, it's more so like get into a groove, like taking the findings from the last 2 weeks, figuring out like what has worked, what has not worked, and actually applying it is the most fun part of the experiment. So let's get her done. I think the goal for next week is going to be everything done by 8 p.m. in bed by 9:45 at the latest. That would be the ideal. However, I don't know. I think I kind of want to play around with going to the gym twice. So like going at noon, running in the morning, going to the gym at noon. I really want to play around with that, but it's going to be really cold next week. So we're going to see what we can do. We're not even going to go hard on ourselves because it's aiming to be like 28 degrees, or like, I think it's like 7. It's aiming to be like 7 degrees, which is absolutely insane, and an insane time to do a 75 hard challenge, but we're in it. We are in it. And I'm kind of excited because I feel like, even though it's only been a couple weeks, like I feel my shape coming back a little bit, you know? I feel it. I feel her trying to like, you know, pop out under the winter coat that gets developed over the holidays. She's like, you know, like this little, okay, you know? So we're going to see. All right, yeah, let's get some stretching and some reading in. Okay, that's it. That's a wrap. We're going to give the day a 6 out of 10 because we slept way later than we anticipated, but overall it was pretty good. Tomorrow will be better because it's the planning day to scope out the rest of the week based upon all the information that we have now. So
We're doing it. I feel juiced up on finding the right path. The battery died, so right path. We're doing the damn thing. I will see you in the next one.